All right, traders, today is June 6, 2024. It's the BYOB Market Wrap Up with me, John Carrigan. Let's take a look at some charts for today. Let's take a look at SPY. All right, so here's SPY on the daily chart. All right, let's move some of this stuff out of the way, and let me change accounts there. All right, so our pivot today was 530.80. I changed it from 529. It was down here 529.30. I changed it to 530.80. We never even got close. Today's candle got a higher low and a higher high, closing up against that trend line, which I'm not so sure that's even viable, but it seems to be. They closed right up on top. They didn't close up on it. They got as high as that. So higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. We are still bullish. SPY still in an uptrend. SPY puts in a new all-time high today. Okay, let's take a look at QQQ. Oh, wait, let's go look at 2-hour chart. Wasn't any trading today to be done intraday. Most of it because we couldn't even get a green erases red scenario up until the very end. That was it. 2-hour chart, still got a 2-hour uptrend. Not sure how much, excuse me, how much longer that will last. Still got the 2-hour uptrend. 10-minute. We closed the day with a flaky 10-minute uptrend. Not much. Big red candle at the end. Bearish engulfing. We'll see what the aftermarket brings us. So there's SPY. Tomorrow's pivot probably going to remain the same. Right here, 530.80. More than likely it's going to remain right. Actually going to pull it down right about there where that anchored VWAP ties in. 530, probably 530.50 or 530.40. Right about there, 530.42. Yeah, about 530.42. Below that, I'm a bear. Above that, I'm a bull. Here's the Andrews pitchfork. If you want to take a peek at that, I'll open it up on the 2 hours so you can peek at it. So here's our Andrews pitchfork. You can see we bounced, got like a triple bottom here. Then we got a single top here, but triple top there. Went out to take it out with new highs. So we're up over the second tine, and we're between the second tine and the third tine up there. So all in all, the overnight lows kind of held price from going any higher, and the overnight highs kind of held price from going any lower. I mean, it went down to the 8 EMA on the 2-hour chart and then snapped right back up there to the 3 EMA. So there's SPY, excuse me, on the 2-hour chart. So let's take a look at QQQ. So here's QQQ. Took a look at it on the daily chart. All right, so QQQ, higher low, higher high. New all-time high for QQQ. QQQ got a higher low here, so you can see they're getting a higher high. Same with SPY. So QQQ still in an uptrend, obviously, putting in new all-time highs. FNGU. All right, so FNGU putting in, I think that's a new 2-year high right there. Let me see. Yeah, that's higher than all of that. Yep, new 2-year high. Let me look over to the left. So that is, 2022. New 2-year high for FNGU. Nice work there. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. FNGU in an uptrend. QQQ in an uptrend. SPY in an uptrend. Okay. New 2-year high for FNGU. New all-time high for QQQ. New all-time high for SPY. All today. All right. So I'll bet SMH did the same thing. Yes, look at that. SMH, new all-time high for SMH. Let's take a look at XLK. XLK trying, not quite there yet. Okay. Semiconductors, yes. Technology, not there yet. Still bullish, higher low, making higher highs up here. So XLK still bullish right there. All right, so let's go back to IWM. This is the little stinker, okay? This is the Russell 2000, and just when I had hope yesterday with price closing over the midpoint, here we come today, put in an inside day with a lower high and a higher low. Closing below a bearish trap, not liking that at all, and closing below a flat 17 EMA, not liking that at all either. Got a, looks like a VWAP pinch here. We got from the low up to the high, and you can see this anchored VWAP pinch right here. Price, the top anchored VWAP holding price down, bottom anchored VWAP holding price up. So just kind of playing out to the sideways here between the two VWAPs. So nothing really good to report. IWM, I hate to say it, still in a downtrend. All right, because we made that lower low here. So IWM still in a downtrend. So I'll bet, let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow, nope, not quite. Still in a downtrend, but higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish cross. That's the 3 crossing over the 8, but underneath the 17 EMA. Okay, still, I like the effort. Okay, not getting it done, but I do like the effort. All right, so there's Diamond Dow. Now let's go take a look at our technicals. Technicals had us for today. Okay, so we were up in the buyer's chop zone. Okay, and we tried to stay up there as long as possible, and then the bulls threw us out. All right, believe it or not, the bulls threw us out of the buyer's chop zone. So we wound up into the seller's chop zone, just making lower highs and lower lows and lower highs and lower lows and another lower high, but a higher low. Okay, so could we be knocking on the door to the midpoint again tomorrow? Hopefully, yes. We do have a higher low here as compared to these 3 over there. That's a good sign, but we still got to make, after that low, got to make another higher high and get back up into this into the buyer's chop zone. Okay, let's take a look at T2123. Mostly over to the right, but kind of melting further south. Okay, still kind of being pushed magnetically by force with this falling 200. Not liking this at all. Okay, where's support? Support's not all the way until back here. Let's look over to the left, see if I can see anything over there. I'm going to scoot out to the hour chart. Is there anything over to the left? Oh, we got something right there. That's still a ways away. All right, so no dice. All right, so price looking like it wants to pull back to this 200 wave right here. Just still kind of melting. Again, mostly red today if you look at it on the 15. All right, mostly red. Got some green, got some red, got some green. More red than green. A little green here. Maybe equal amounts of green, but I got to tell you, from candle placement, it looks like the bears own the day right there. Okay, kind of pushing price back. Good thing is we made a higher low. Here's the low. Got a higher low here, so that's a good sign. T2123. That's all I can say. That's all it is. This is just a bear flag on the short term. All right. Is down and over to the right. Not looking good there. Definitely look like they're going to embrace here with this 200 SMA on the 3-bar chart. It's looking more evident like they're going to hook up. So I don't know what's going on there, but just can't get IWM turned around. Small caps and mid caps. People aren't seeing the value in it, or maybe they are overvalued. We'll see what happens. It's hard to say right now. So right now, price kind of pulling back to this rising 200. Hopefully we can get a V-bottom bounce, but we're not coming in nearly fast enough to get the V bottom bounce. At this rate, we could melt through this. Not the best scenario. We do have a dollar on our side, kind of near the lows, kind of melting lower and lower. So eventually, maybe T2123 will get the message that it's now time to come up. So here we had a U bottom. Hopefully we can get, like to see a V bottom, but I think we're headed for another U bottom here. But if it's a higher U bottom, all right, I'll take that. I'll take it. Not what I wanted, but I'll take it. It's just going to push the inevitable out further in time. So we'll see what happens. T2123. Okay, that's the 3-bar chart. On the FNGU had a really nice day. Mostly all green. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 red candles right there. Okay, just moving up. So we got to move up and a move over to the right. I like that. I like them holding over this 200 SMA. I like them holding up there. Again, I really can't complain. They put in a new 2-year high today. I mean, great work. And instead of losing it, and all falling to pieces, they did manage to just hold the ground up here. So, I mean, they could have had a complete meltdown. But instead, after putting in the new all-time high, new 2-year high, not all-time high, after putting in the new 2-year high, they kind of just stayed with it and persistent to keep going higher. So I like that bull flag that I'm looking at up there. Here we have a bull flag. You can see the wind-up consolidation, and you got the breakout. Now I'm liking this right here. Like it to go up a little further. Want to see some more from out of the bulls from this. I really like to see us get up there and start challenging the all-time highs. We'll have to figure out where those are a little bit later. But there we are with FNGU. All right, let's go back and take a look. We took a look at SMH. So now let's take a look at... we looked at XLK. Let's take a look at IYT and then XLF. All right, IYT still in a downtrend. All right, lower high, lower low. Still in a downtrend. Can't even break over this. Okay, so IYT getting pinched. Let's see what we got here. Let's drag this. Can we drag it? Can we catch it? Doesn't seem to want to find it. Oh, there it is. So let's put that on the low right there. And let's put this one on the high. See if we got anything good we can say. Absolutely nothing, people. Absolutely nothing. Just a VWAP pinch from the last high to the last low. Well, one thing I can say is it's respecting the low end anchored VWAP. So hopefully this is the short-term bottom, all right? And we can get going back up in the other direction. They did spike up into this area, but really couldn't hold it. That's not the good sign that we were looking for, them not being able to hold it. So IYT still in a downtrend. That's the transports. Of course, IWM also still in a downtrend, but IWM kind of looking like the same chart here, kind of moving up ever so slightly. All right, not nearly as fast as we'd like to see it. Let's take a look at XLF. Hi, here's XLF, kind of a bear flag consolidation. So move down over to the right. We got a lower high here, people. You need to take that out, all right? We need to get that up over there. If not, make the lower low, XLF's going to be in a downtrend. So right now, XLF is in an uptrend. Take out this low, we're in a downtrend. Right now, we're in an uptrend. But we are in a bear flag consolidation. What I do like, all these tails. I like to see it when the tails are longer than the wick and the body. So you got a whole lot of tail action going on down here. So that is about the only bright light I can see so far. Again, another VWAP pinch between the low anchored VWAP and the high anchored VWAP. So that's XLF. All right, let's take a look at XLI just to see what's going on. It's always curious what's going on there. XLI puts in, let's face it, that's a double top, and that's a double bottom. So we're in between a double top and a double bottom right now. So XLI, not quite really getting it done. It is a lower high, hasn't made a lower low, so XLI still bullish, all right. But again, I see the move down, and it looks like consolidation down here. Spending a little bit too much time down here. I'd really like to see, I like those V bottoms, all right, where the V bottom comes down and price rips back up to the upside. But looking like price is consolidating here on XLI. That was a big move up, people. Look at that. Look at that move up. I mean, if we were to put the quad lines, that would be quadrant 4 all the way. See that? That's quadrant 4. That's, I mean, we really, I guess I shouldn't complain at all. That's really good work on their part, able to hold it up there in quadrant 4, just not like in the double top and the double bottom. I mean, after a move like that, I guess I should really say it probably needs 4 to 6 months to consolidate before breaking out again. All right. I know you didn't want to hear that, but there's XLI. All right, let's take a look at USO. USO still in a downtrend. All right, but higher low, higher high, closing inside the bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Still in a downtrend. Bouncing off of some support down here. All right, this was resistance, and then when we were underneath it, now it's bounced off of what is support. And you can see it's come all the way back to a resistance area right here. I can move this up just a little bit. All right, so it's bounced off this resistance, getting caught underneath the falling 8 EMA. All right, USO still in a downtrend. We've got a head and shoulders pattern going on. Got the head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Hopefully this is the end, all right? Got a trend going on right through here, and I think we pretty much broke trend. Let's see where we are. See where we are with that. So right about there. Okay, so there's trend, and there's the spike candle. There's the rubber band candle. Rubber band candle is a doji. Maybe they can recover this, USO. Get back up on top of that uptrend channel. It's a possibility, or we get an H pattern rollover. We'll see what happens. There's USO. Let's take a look at UNG. UNG still in an uptrend. UNG making a higher low. UNG making a higher low and a higher high on the daily candle. Closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17 EMA. UNG still in an uptrend. Silver and gold were in downtrends. All right, making lower highs and lower lows. Still in a downtrend till we take out this high. Nice move today. Higher low, higher high. Closing over, bullish cross, over, flat 17 EMA. Silver still in a downtrend, but trying to get it done. Okay, gold. Gold in an uptrend now because they broke this high. Okay, gold closing over bullish trap over the flat 17 EMA. Okay, higher low, higher high. Gold in an uptrend. Silver still in a downtrend. Okay, but nice thing is gold puts in a higher low here. Let's see if we can call gold. Yeah, gold's in an uptrend. Gold's still in an uptrend. So silver downtrend, gold uptrend. All right, USO downtrend, UNG uptrend. Let's take a look. We did the sectors. We did the technical analysis. Let's peek at the dollar just to see what's going on. And here's the dollar over here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right, so on the dollar, you got lower highs here because you got a high up there, you got a lower high and a lower low, and then we put in a double top, lower high, and we got like a double bottom, lower low right here. Okay, so we got a lower low and, well, single bottom, lower low right here, just barely. It's a flaky one because it just barely got it. And we're looking at price getting pushed over by a falling 20 period moving average right there. Okay, so price closed up here yesterday, 104.30, and you can see we went up back up to the falling 20 just to test it. We couldn't get through it, and now we find ourselves back at 104.10, which is pretty much right on top of that 200 SMA. Now, if we consolidate on top of that, all right, that's bearish. If we get underneath it, that's bearish. All right. If we V-bottom bounce off of it, that's bullish. Okay. If we U-bottom bounce off of it, that would be bullish. Okay. Right now, we have a bear flag. What we want is just a consolidation meltdown. That's what we'd like to see. And if we get that, we could see SPY 550, SPY 545. So we'll see what happens. So I have a measured move based on SPY, kind of based on the market would want a 2-for-1 risk reward. So let's take a look at that. All right, so here, let's just say the market wants a 2-for-1. Here we have a pullback. Okay, so let's just take this pullback from here to here. Let's move it up just a little bit, up to those, right up to about there. Okay, now I'm going to duplicate this, maybe a little higher, right up to this consolidation area. So now I'm going to duplicate it, stack it on top. And this is based on 2-for-1 risk reward. So usually if the market wants to see a 2-for-1 risk reward, so see where that winds up being. Okay, so this would be the risk, would be buying the dip. Okay, and this would be the reward. So 1 unit of risk, 2 units of reward. So let's see where that places us. Okay, so that pretty much places us up at, 547, and 550 being the big fat whole round number. I could easily see them going for 550 as well. So, and who knows if I measured this right? Okay, because it very well could be that the risk reward units are a little bit bigger. Okay, and if they were a little bit bigger, you could see them easily right there getting up to 550. Okay, so we'll see what happens. All right, tomorrow market's in bull mode, and there's nothing on the economic calendar to stop us, and there's nothing on the earnings calendar to stop us. We got Oracle's going to report on Monday, 322 billion. Other than that, nothing else. And as long as the dollar stays weak, continues to drift lower or melt lower, I think we could see SPY 550, SPY 545 pretty easily, maybe next week sometime. Like to see them get close just before CPI FOMC, which is, I think, Wednesday. All right. So we only got about, let's see, Friday's price, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. Got 3 days left. So it will be interesting what these next 3 days bring us, because Wednesday morning will be reports for CPI, I believe. So we'll see what happens. SPY can still make a drop to 520. Yes, it can. It can. But Right now, it's in bull mode. It's in a 2-hour uptrend. Okay, right through there. It could still drop to 520. That is true. It just made new all-time highs. I don't really foresee it dropping to 520. After making new all-time highs, I really envision it pulling back to, well, minor support, which would be right here. Of course, we did come down and see how we tapped the top of that candle right there and then bounced up. I think we got another pop like this in store for us tomorrow and Monday. So whatever this pop was, let's just take a measurement to see what it looked like. And let's duplicate that, see what we might have in store for that for tomorrow. And let's pull this down. We are in a 2-hour uptrend. And let's take this out. So maybe Monday or Friday evening, we could be looking at 543. You know, here's the wave. It's a typical wave right here. I'll draw it for you. Typical wave goes up and up like that. So you can see here's your wave doing about the same thing, kind of. Not really great at the drawing, but so we'll see if we can do that tomorrow and Monday. Took us excuse me, a couple days to get this done. You know, then we got this in Monday. We could see this up here before CPI. I don't know what that number is, about 544, 543. Looks like somewhere in the middle there. There's the wave that we're looking for. That's measuring from the bottom to the top of the rally to the pullback, and then equal distance up higher. So we'll see what happens. Market is bullish if they want to do it, and I'm sure those guys on Wall Street are pretty smart. If they think that they can get 2 for 1, pretty sure they can get it. All right. So if they bought all this up and price is up over the anchored VWAP, I think there's a good chance we wind up going up to 544. Maybe this week, maybe after CPI. Who knows? Maybe a couple more days of consolidation. We'll see what happens. But let's take a look at one other thing here. I'm just going to move this anchored VWAP up to the prior all-time high right there. You can see price is over the prior all-time high, indicating money is flowing into the market. Now let's move it up to this high. You can see money is flowing into the market. If they're willing to pay more and more for securities, they must see some upside. And that's how I get my 1 to 2 reward risk ratio, being 1 unit of risk and 2 rewards. So I would think that they're looking at 545, 550 area. We'll see what happens. All right, traders, that's it for today. Okay, so hope you all had a good day. It was a chop day. It's rigged. Could say so. I mean, they decide when they want to buy and when they want to sell, and they know how many people are short and how many people are long, and they know if they're going to make it up to two reward units. So we'll see. All right, thanks Marley, Mel, R2D2, and everybody else then hanging out with me. Robert, I don't see you here. Vern, everybody, Stefan, Arnaldo. Appreciate y'all being here. J.A., thank you. Thank you. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 8. I got to render my video. I got a video. Hey, Graham, thank you. You sent me an email. All right, I'll take a look at it. I haven't had a chance to look at it. Apologize. I was prepping for a webinar, doing a webinar. Now I'm rendering a webinar. And then I got to render this video and get that uploaded. Yep, I'll take a peek at it. All right. So, all right. See y'all tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Thanks for being here.